Hello, dear students. Today we will discuss worksheet number 65. How do organisms reproduce? For the survival of an organism, reproduction is not necessary, but this is essential for the perpetuation of species. यानी स्पीसीज को बनाए रखने के लिए रिप्रोडक्शन जरूरी है, वरना स्पीसीज खत्म हो जाएगी. Do organisms create exact copies of themselves? Organisms look similar if their body designs are similar. If body designs are to be similar, the blueprint for these designs should be similar. Thus, reproduction at the most basic level will involve making copies of the blueprint of body design. We know chromosomes in the nucleus of a cell contain information for inheritance of features from parents to next generation in the form of DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid molecules. The DNA in the cell nucleus is the information source for making protein. If the information is changed, different protein will make made. Different proteins will eventually lead to altered body designs, therefore copying or duplication of genetic material. DNA through replication is called as DNA copying, and it can be inherited by the progeny. The process of DNA copying brings some variations each time, which is basis for evolution. The surviving cells are similar to but subtly different from each other. This inbuilt tendency for variations during reproductions bring variations among individuals of the same species. This actually is useful for ensuring survival of the species. Reproduction, the life process that ensures that a plant or animal species will not disappear from this earth, is reproduction, by which an organism produces new individuals that look very much like them. It is of two type of reproduction: asexual, sexual. Asexual reproduction, only one parents give rise to progeny. Two parents are involved, no fusion of DNA involved. Asexual में fusion of gametes takes place resulting in fusion of DNA. Offsprings produced are almost identical to parents. Offsprings produced are different from parents. Importance of variations. Population of organisms fill well-defined place or niches in the ecosystem using their ability to reproduce. The consistency of DNA copying during reproduction is important for the maintenance of body designs features that allow the organism to use the particular niche. Reproduction is therefore linked to the stability of population of species. However, niche can change because of reasons beyond the control of the organism. For example, if population of reproducing organism were suited to a particular niche, and if the niche were drastically altered, the population could be wiped out. However, if some variants were to be present in few individual in these populations, there would be some chance for them to survive. Thus, if there were a population of bacteria living in a temperature water, and if the water temperature were to be increased by global warming, most of these bacteria would die. But the few variants resistant to heat would survive and grow further. Variation is thus useful for the survival of species over time. Now let us discuss some questions. Name the life process that ensures that a plant or animal species will not disappear from this earth. Reproduction. Question number 2. What is the importance of DNA copying in reproduction? DNA contain information for the inheritance of features from parents to next generation. DNA presents in nucleus of cells are the information source for making protein. If information is different protein will be made that lead to altered body design. It also produce variation which is necessary for evolution. Question number 3. Why is variation beneficial for the survival of the species? Variation help the species to withstand drastic environmental changes, thus save the species from becoming extinct and promote its survival for a longer time. Define reproduction and its types. Reproduction is the process by which living organisms produce new individuals. similar to themselves. There are two types of reproduction, asexual and sexual reproduction. If an organism is reproducing without fusion of gamete, what type of reproduction is shown by it? Asexual reproduction. Write the source of making proteins in the nucleus of a cell takes DNA.